this isn't the very gutter politics that I was told people are to go away from, ad hominem, attacking the person
Yes.
and going against the issues. Because
Mm.
representation includes a man who beats a woman with a chair and nobody cares.
Oh,
Representation includes persons who are married to convicts, and you put your trust in persons who are married to convicts. And somehow I'm disqualified when persons are married to convicts.
am I allowed to tell them where you are? Oh, no.
No, please don't tell them that I'm in Barbados, okay?
Hey! So you hear him telling you, please don't tell them. So him telling of himself. So Portland people, as Mr. Buchanan said, the only people who are important to him at this time
Is Portland.
is East Portland people. So
That
Mr.
is
Buchanan,
that is in relation to comments, thoughts, and action.
Because context matters.
There's a lot of vitriol being, um, for lack of a better word, being pointed or directed towards me.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a lot. It really is a lot.
So what is your response to all that is being said?
The word is love. The love that I felt from the people of Portland Eastern is enough for me to know that I will stick the course, and I'm very unconcerned about people who may be able to exercise their freedom of expression, express themselves, their thoughts, their feelings for whatever agenda they need to push. But what I did learn this week is that we have a lot of work to put into context for people to understand rehabilitation, for people to understand what morality is, for people to understand transition, for people to understand its history. There's a lot of discussion to be had because I'm seeing the conversations and the narratives, and I know that it has to be put into context because people can't just conflate issues.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, in the conversation, nobody has said, I can't recall if anybody from the government has been to the Privy Council, has been able to advocate for people. What are the cases? Whether or not a lot of the vitriol being spewed at me is because I would have won the state of emergency case, the Burger case, all constitutional matters. I have been successful against the government. I have given advice to the Prime Minister of his failure to add the Attorney General in his attempt to circumvent the law, albeit, and just many things when it comes to legally and whether competence plays a factor into representation and whether what's happening in the space is something to disenfranchise people, especially when they choose and are happy about a choice going forward. And we need to be careful about that because it affects governance and it affects people's constitutional rights. And
So
it's a long conversation.
So my question to you, Mr. Buchanan, being on the ground, you have been talking to the people. Are the people carrying up anything in your youthful days about you? Have you engaged anyone and them saying to you, me no want you down here because you have a past record?
No, no, absolutely not. The reality of it is what is happening in the space is we do understand that two Jamaicas exist.
Mm-hmm.
The elite class has demonstrated that when it comes to rehabilitation, when it comes to what is the expectations for people's children, there are a class of people that they want to throw to the side and discard. I am that class, and I understand. I don't reject it. I understand that I'm a Rasta man. I understand that dreadlocks continues to offend people. I understand the other issues that they will bring up. And people have said to me, stick the course. We love you. Um, just continue to do the work that you do, helping people, because I live a life where that is what I live for, my life of service, and the work speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to continue to helping people, and that's just me. I can only be me.
So, what is your view of persons saying that you're not from the parish of Portland, so the people will not accept you?
No, I'm Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
Notice they can't tell me I'm not Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
They can't tell me I'm uneducated because
What a
they
bangarang.
can't match my competence. They can't say you can't represent the people. They're saying you shouldn't. They're trying to
Mm-hmm.
disqualify me not because of my abilities and my competence. I am somebody who uplifts and elevates people. I
Mm-hmm.
rise from the ashes like the phoenix, and Jamaica is a place I demonstrate to every woman, every father, every older person who has a child and wants them to be the best version of themselves. That's what I represent. And what is disconnected from the reality is that, let me tell you something. Being poor in Jamaica is as if you have a conviction. People discard you.
Mm-hmm.
There was never, when I went to Portland, and I'm told Titchfield is not going to school all 5 days. There are
Happy
other
Grove.
schools. There are
Happy.
other
You mean Happy Grove?
Titchfield as well. There are schools which have become dilapidated. There are schools there that need to be put in a place where the children can actually get access to education. Yeah, and not even alternative methods of classes is there, similar to what we did with COVID. So I know that I'm on a mission to get the tablets to ensure that the students learn regardless of whatever level of education is there, giving them
Mm-hmm.
equipment and giving them the opportunity to know that, listen, they can become big business owners. There is a fishing village that is there, a large fishing village,
Mm-hmm.
and get, allowing the person. So when I use education, I'm including in all disciplines so that the people can become independent and self-sufficient. We are
Mm-hmm.
not trying. Portland Eastern, when Isat is finished, will not be a parish of beggars.
What you said?
Portland Eastern, when ISAT is finished, will
Mm-hmm.
not be a country of beggars. So
Oh,
the response that you're seeing is that the people know any human being that interacts with ISAT elevates. I am
oh.
100% sure of that.
So you say
And
the people of Portland surely will elevate under the leadership
they
of a.
will elevate. And as my WhatsApp, my phone, I answer the phone, I gave out my number, I'm giving them access to me to tell me what the issues are. And we're gonna get it. And one thing I know for sure is that 8 years have passed at a minimum. And when it comes to improving the life of the individual,
Yes.
nothing has been done. And so I'm literally horrified about that. And then when it comes to mental easing, in
Mm-hmm.
terms of spaces to cope with mental stress,
Yes.
no access to Blue Lagoon. The beach,
Oh.
albeit open, is not in a condition that persons can use it and feel a sense of paradise. These
So.
things are things that weigh heavy on my mind, and it's time to focus on that. And if those who are confident do what you have to do. This isn't the very gutter politics that I was told people are to go away from, ad hominem, attacking the person
Yes.
and going against the issues. Because
Mm.
representation includes a man who beats a woman with a chair and nobody cares.
Oh.
Representation includes persons who are married to convicts, and you put your trust in persons who are married to convicts. And somehow I'm disqualified when persons are married to convicts. My interaction with this beautiful woman, the warmth and the love that I got from her,
Yes.
I don't see color, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't see color. So I'm not deterred. Don't think because you have on green, I am not going to engage you and I'm not going to see what your real issues are.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am asking the people for the opportunity to change their lives. So we can definitely be a space where people say, you see what happening down there? That's exactly what's happening now.
Yes.
Portland Eastern is on the map. And albeit as I am aware that I am entering a space that is a ma and pa business.
Oh,
Jamaica. No, I'm saying while I'm aware of that, I will say that Jamaica is for everybody. And it is the people who are to
Oh,
be empowered and people and we are servants, not masters. And we have to move away from that. And that's where I'm coming with. And yes, I know I'm a little poor youth and I'm a little nobody, and I hear it, dirty rats and all of those things, and all the discrimination and all the false names put on me. But what I will tell you,
yes.
empower yourself, Portland Eastern, because I am you. No one can deny me that.
Uh-huh.
Every mother, every father, every older brother, every grandparent, every son, every youth, every daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I am them. They see me when they see themselves and
Oh,
embrace me for that. I'm proud of that. And the energy and love that I felt, no one can take that away from me.
so you
And I
say,
will continue to have that interaction.
so you say you're telling Jamaica tonight that you're going full speed ahead in East Portland.
Of course,
Oh,
the same people that spoke and said I was an incompetent lawyer. I'm seeing them on the social media saying any lawyer could have gone and free cartel. Any lawyer could have gone to the Privy Council, but cartel was freed in Jamaica. The misinformation that's put out in this country when it
hey,
comes to attacking people. You can curse me for being convicted when I was 17 and before I was 21 as a youth offender. You can bring up 26 years. You can bring up all sorts of issues. But one thing I can tell you, please educate yourself and so that you don't misguide and mislead people. You can say anything you want. It won't stop me from serving the people and it won't stop me from making Jamaica better. That's what the people want.
so how will you take on the argument being purported that you don't have the money to stand up to the vases?
I'm an honest, earning, hard-working attorney,
Mm-hmm.
and what I'm there to do is teach the people how to become to make a honest living. Not
Mm-hmm.
only and so their sons and daughters can get profession. The same people that made every effort to ensure that I was not an attorney to help poor people, because poor people are my clients. But the same people that said I shouldn't be a lawyer because I'm a giving people the knowledge of their rights and
Yes.
for them to command respect and for people to know that if certainly I can't speak for the people with the money, Ma and
Yeah.
Pa. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I know I'm not better than the people of Portland Eastern. So
Oh,
if masters
ah,
and they want to continue servitude, then they can stick to the status quo. But if they want to be empowered and ensure that their children are better than me,
yes.
and our lawyers and doctors, just like how I spent 7 years teaching at the university, and when I walk the halls of the criminal justice system and the
Mm,
courts of Jamaica, my students are doing well
mm,
just as I do that. And the students were not from rich backgrounds. So Jamaica is changing and there are certain things that has to change. And as I
yes.
continue to empower the youths of Jamaica
Mm-hmm.
through entertainment, through education, through economic development, and
Mm-hmm.
having them know that the world is bigger than Jamaica.
Yes.
So these persons will know that they can go to other Caribbean islands and they can go to the first world countries and
Mm-hmm.
they can do all of that without having to be a rich person.
Oh,
And
so
I can
it's
show
changing
them
the
how, yeah.
reality.
No, but I
So
also
you're
will.
saying that the people in Portland can look at you and see somebody who is a son of the soil who makes sense, and when them look on you, you look on them.
Yes, and they know
Pause.
they interact with me and know that we are equal. The only thing separates us is this money thing. So when I wake up today and see the dollar at 158.98 and it's creeping high, and
Mm,
and, and I look and even with money, they treat you like you're nothing. Bolt is
mm.
one of the greatest Jamaicans that walk this planet and they treat him like he's a nobody.
Who you say
Nobody
bold?
Usain Bolt.
Oh,
Nobody told him to withdraw his money.
uh-huh.
Yes, because he's not of the elite class, and him have more money than all of them. So let me tell you something. I'm not gonna allow people to destroy my character. I have a good character certificate. Nobody can question my integrity. And whether just because you're on a radio station and I don't know what your claim to fame is, you cannot be the judger of me.